Aries, we have some movement for you. We have some movement on the love front, on the happiness front, on the career front. Change is afoot, so stay tuned. Hello Aries, welcome to your reading for the end of November. I hope that you are doing fantastic. I've already shuffled these, but let me do one more side shuffle. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh my. Scarf mess. All right, Aries. Knight of Cups. Aries, it has been a day. Like the tripod fell on my head. The lights fell on my head. Literally on my head. It's crazy. So sorry about the scarf moving around. It's one of those days, apparently. Knight of Cups, Justice, the Two of Swords, the Moon, the Six of Swords, the Six of Coins, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. Down at the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups. All right, this looks good. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so signs I see on the board: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Capricorn, Sagittarius. Let me go ahead and take you some romance angels. Three cards for Aries, please. 3 cards for Aries. Honeymoon, flirt, and worth waiting for. All right. So honeymoon is for those of you that are already coupled up. Flirt for all of you, and worth waiting for those of you that are currently waiting on someone. And 3 of these for Aries, please. Chameleon, change. Elephant, leadership. And the Lynx, secrets. Ooh. Well, hate to go there, but let's jump right into secrets. The Moon and secrets. The Moon is in your past row. So this is something that's happened already, something you're already aware of. Somebody may have been keeping something held back from you, may not have been expressing their feelings, may not have been expressing their emotions, holding back in some way. Maybe you learned something that was going on that you were unaware of in the past, or that you maybe had suspicions about in the past. Could be in any area of your life, Aries. All right. I think we're gonna move the romance angels outward, because I don't really see romance in here other than in the Ace of Cups. But the Ace of Cups, not only can it be new love, it can also be happiness. All right, that's looking better. Right at the center of your spread, we have the Six of Swords. And with the Six of Swords, we have the Ace of Cups. These are the 2 energies of your reading. Six of Swords, Ace of Cups. This is you seeking happiness, seeking a time of peace, seeking to move forward with your life, to move past any difficulties, any struggles, seeking to find something that makes you feel happy, makes you feel content, makes you feel like your soul is fulfilled, right? Ace of Cups could be a desire for new love, or maybe somebody's come into your life or will be coming into your life very soon. Now here in the past row, we have the Knight of Cups, the Moon, and the Ten of Wands. So it looks like there's somebody in your life that helped the burdens to be released. Maybe you've been carrying around burdens. Maybe you've been carrying around the weight of the world on your shoulders. And with that Knight of Cups and the Moon card here, it's an indication of the fact that there's been somebody who's charming, sweet, adorable, that sort of thing, that's maybe brought to light some things that you weren't expecting, and it helps you to release the burdens. Now the past, just to be clear on that, when we're talking about the past row, that could be this morning. It could be last week. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice, Aries. That could be last month. That could be 6 months ago. It could be 10 months ago. Could have been a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. Any period of time. You'll know who this is if it resonates. Somebody that helped the burdens to be released. Somebody that you felt content with. But maybe somebody who wasn't really great about expressing how they felt. Notice this. See the cup in our Ace of Cups? And we have an outline of cup in the Knight of Cups. So the problem with our Knight of Cups, and I love the Knight of Cups card, but the problem with the Knight of Cups is sometimes the Knight of Cups is wishy-washy. Sometimes the Knight of Cups struggles to make decisions. Sometimes they make promises they have every full intention of keeping at the time that they make those promises, and then boom, they struggle to meet that, usually because of something something that comes up they didn't realize or that they forgot about, or it's always something that's justifiable, really. Now we see where you are right now. We have the Justice card that's not balanced. So this is a desire for good things to come your way, a desire to see change, occur in the way that will bring about some positive movement for you, that will make you happy, that will make you feel content, right? Justice. Strong movement here. But as you move forward, the energy becomes one of, I don't really know what I want to do from this point. Now, if we're looking at this from just left to right, we have the potential for new love to come into your life, but you're not really too clear on them. Charming, beautiful, handsome, adorable, sweet, that sort of thing. But there's something about it that just doesn't set right with you about this person from the past. And now it's like, well, I just don't know what to do about them. But you're being guided towards change. You're also receiving a note. For some of you, this is worth waiting for, and that's something you can only determine on your own. Now let's move down to our middle row here. So I see, Aries, with this Six of Swords, it looks like you've already put the work in to release any kind of burdens, any kind of struggles that you've been dealing with from a situation in the past. Doesn't necessarily have to deal with this person. It could have to do with someone else. It could have to do with work. It could have to do with life changes. But this is a focus on moving forward towards your happiness. Moving forward, despite the fact that you can't quite see exactly where you're going yet, but saying, you know what? It's time for me to move forward. It's time for me to allow change to come into my life. It's time for me to step up to a leadership role with regards to work. It's time for me to remove any obstacles from my life right now. And then Aries, we have you taking some sort of action with this Knight of Wands. Some sort of action, and we'll talk about that action here in just a moment. But it looks like this forward movement is going to be towards reciprocity. It's with this card being in your future row and there being a little bit of confusion, but yet wanting stability, right? With this card being here, Aries, what I'm seeing is you're looking at a situation saying, you know what, I'm only going to accept an equal give and take. I'm only going to accept people putting in that which I'm putting in, because this sense of imbalance of you being the one that's giving, you being the one that's doing all, you know, everything for someone else is not working for you right now. So with this card here, leading towards leadership, it's strongly possible on the career front. If you are over a group of people, you may be a little bit more demanding of them to make sure that they are meeting their requirements, their pulling their weight, that sort of thing. But I also see you will be in turn rewarding them in some way, not necessarily financially, but you know, recognizing the work that they're doing. So if we're looking at this from a work perspective. If we're looking at this from a romantic perspective, I feel that you're only willing to accept somebody who's going to put equal time and effort into a relationship as you are. And if this is a new person, try not to bring the past energy of difficulty into the new situation. So with the Ace of Cups, you're being told flirt, 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 flirt. Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy. Those of you that are already in a long-term committed relationship, they're saying, hey, take a little bit of time away from the world for a while. Take a little trip, take a little, you know, night out of town, weekend out of town, something of that nature. Now, let's talk about this worth waiting for a minute before we get down to this, okay? Worth waiting for. This could indicate if you're waiting on a specific purpose that they're worth waiting for, if you deem them to be so. If you do not, worth waiting for is saying, hey, I know that things haven't been going exactly the way you've wanted them to on the romantic front, but coming up ahead, we've got something that was worth going through all those difficulties, all those struggles, to wait for the right person. The person who's going to give to the relationship like you will, the person who's going to be willing to change along with you, the person who's going to be willing to not allow obstacles to get in the way, the person who's willing to not keep secrets, right? We also see here that if you're moving towards someone, that they're very loyal, very committed, they're not the type of person to keep secrets, they're the type of person to be very giving, very loving, very kind. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing some movement either on your end or somebody else's end towards another from a romantic perspective. Now we have two women on these cards, but this does not have to be two women. It could be two women, it could be two men, it could be a man and a woman, does not matter. On this channel, we accept it all, so don't be worried about that. So with these two cards, there's a movement forward towards someone that is strong, confident, caring, loving, nurturing, giving, all that sort of thing. And they're very stable, very stable. So that looks really fantastic. Let's see. And see, I see you moving away from this kind of waffly energy of whomever this is, with this waffly energy moving towards stability. I also see you releasing those burdens, but you're still not moving out of this kind of indecision energy. The energy of indecision with the Two of Swords can be one where life passes you by, so you have to be a little bit careful of that. You may be asking somebody out on a date, or they may ask you out on a date. Somebody that you're very passionate about, you have a strong attraction to. Not really sure how it's going to go, but I think you're going to go anyway. And with the Justice card here, you're hoping for good things. You're hoping to move forward. It looks really fantastic. I want to take another card on this Queen for you. Queen of Cups. Well, that's beautiful. Not only are they giving, stable, loving, and kind, but they put the needs of others on an emotional front as well as a physical front, you know, ahead of themselves. This particular Queen of Cups is very well respected, very admired by others, may have a lot of suitors, may just have a lot of people that look up to them. This Queen of Cups is also somebody typically who's intuitive, a little bit psychic, that sort of thing. But, you know, this person, male or female, wears their heart on their sleeve. They're not afraid to express themselves. They're not afraid to open up and talk about how they're feeling. And it looks like they're also very stable. So it looks fantastic, Aries. Once again, that's future, that's present, that's past. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there. New love, movement and career, changes up ahead, love on the horizon, looks good. Love and light to you. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Subscribing allows me to connect to your energy for future readings. And I love to be able to connect with you energetically. So don't forget to hit that button. Also, please share these with your friends and family. You never know who might be in need of the message that you just heard. Have an absolutely beautiful day. Thumbs up.